Welcome back to Seen It Before, where we're probably going to say something stupid about your favorite movie because we've seen it all before. I'm Danny.
I'm Dan. I don't know what the hell that was.
Yeah, it's going to be very irritating for the audio listener because I just kind of
just
trailed off.
Well, hey, I'm not editing this week, so that's your problem. But
I'm editing shit.
Yeah, you are.
Oh no, how am I going to make that work?
I don't know. You're the one that did it, unless you want to redo it right now.
Oh.
Okay. I paused there in case you actually.
No, I don't care about what but
yeah, you do.
I don't give a shit about the audio listener. Fuck those guys. No, I'm gonna be editing. I don't think I'll have enough time.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You can't. You're going to San Diego, bitch.
Anyway, so Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, the finale, the 5th movie in the Indiana Jones series.
Yeah, I love how you corrected it. The finale. Maybe not. Probably not.
No, I think it's the end. Spielberg says he wants it to be the end. Harrison Ford wants it to be the end. I think it's done.
Well, the true Indiana Jones.
The true Indiana Jones. Yeah. They might do if they do a TV show. Okay, that would make more sense for Phoebe Waller-Bridge. But
all of a sudden, Disney acquires Tomb Raider.
Oh boy!
They just make it female Indiana Jones at that point.
How about now? Anyway, so this movie is already better than Crystal Skull. We will say that right off the bat.
It is already better. Yeah.
How much better? We're gonna get to it. So, but first, let's do all the main
stuff and the housekeeping.
Yeah.
I want to do it. Wait, no, stop. I want to do it. I want to do it.
Do you really want to do it?
We're Seen It Beforecast. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at Seen It Beforecast. It's SCENE It Beforecast, or on Twitter with SIB_pod. I'm Dan.
You said we're Seen It Beforecast.
We're Seen It Before. Seen It Beforecast. SCENE.
No, I'm.
Roll the intro. He's a little butthurt about me rolling the intro.
Yeah, I am. You just stole my thunder, man.
Roll it again.
Give 'em hell, Indiana Jones.
All right, anyway, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. 2 hours and 30-ish minutes of Indiana Jones, the longest one they've ever done. The most expensive one they've ever done. Mm-hmm. The first one with a different director.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that. Yeah, because Spielberg did all the other ones.
Yeah, James Mangold. His last few movies he's directed have been Ford v Ferrari in 2019, Logan, and The Wolverine. Those were his last 3.
I gotta say, solid. He pumps out some solid movies.
He does. He knows how to keep you interested the whole time, even though I fell asleep.
Yeah.
But I'm up early.
Admittedly, you're a morning person. You wake up at 3:30 every morning.
Sometimes earlier.
And we saw the movie. The movie didn't start until 10 p.m.
Yeah.
It was a 9:40 showing. It didn't start till 10 p.m.
And I fell asleep. I guess it was kind of like a lull in the story, but
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, that's beside the point. Anyway, so the highest budget for an Indiana Jones movie according to IMDb, $294,700,000.
Wow.
That's without marketing.
Do you know? I know how much it's grossed so far. It's only a week and a half in.
Yeah, $130,500,000.
Oh, buddy, that's rough, dude. That's super rough.
Well, at least it's the finale. That way, even if this doesn't make its budget back, at least it's done, and they can't do anything else with it. Mm-hmm. That's what I think everyone's hoping for.
Yeah, I mean, like
nothing wrong with what James Mangold did directing-wise or Harrison Ford did.
Yeah,
it was the support characters, I would have to say. They were all kind of bland. They were all kind of generic, as we've talked about in the last few days.
Well, yeah, you just brought up the point where, like, right before I forgot his name already, the sidekick kid.
Yeah, the sidekick kid.
What's his name?
Teddy.
I actually forgot he was in the movie. And that's very
he was really
bad.
only in the halfway through the second act through the end of the movie. He wasn't really in the whole thing.
Yeah. When they go to is it Morocco?
I don't fucking know.
Or Syracuse? No, Syracuse. Well, no, not yet. I don't know. One of the. It's a
Europe.
Europe. It's a country. They're there. It's the one where he gets shot at with. I think it's Morocco. That feels right to me.
Anyway, so this movie, before we get to all that, let's get to where this movie starts. So we get this 20 to 25 minute sequence flashback to 1944, which is a time we haven't seen Indy in before. So it's kind of like he's looking for some artifact that isn't what he ends up finding.
Yeah, that didn't come back. I was kind of interested to see if that's
he ends up finding the Antikythera, which is this artifact that can supposedly make you time travel.
Right. Yeah, it's just all theorized. But
it's a real thing. It's a real object, but it's not. It doesn't do time travel. It's kind of like for navigation for ships and everything.
Oh,
that's really what
Okay, well that's still pretty cool. Is it made by Archimedes? Like, or did he make it, or is it theorized and stuff? Like,
I didn't that deep.
So it's half of the whatever they need.
Yes, there are two pieces of it. Half of it is on this train, and then half, like the Nazis train that they got, and then half of it is. Where's the other half of it? Do you remember?
Well, they find they have to uncover the thing that's in. No, I think they find it in. Oh, it's in Archimedes' tomb.
Oh yeah,
he's buried with it.
We find that.
Oh my god, that's wow.
Well, that was. See, some of the story is a little hard to follow with the writing.
It's a long movie, but it's weird. It's hard to explain.
A lot of action.
A lot of
action for an almost 80-year-old Harrison Ford. I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah, there's no way he did all of that.
No.
But like, almost a half-hour opening sequence, which I'll say is, I think, the best part of the movie.
Jake Jimmy soda.
What, you want Coke, Pepsi? Sorry, we only have Pepsi. Is Pepsi okay?
Would ginger beer work and make me a mule?
Oh. I don't have any vodka at home, though. Maybe I'll grab some on the way. I don't know. Oh, I got strawberry gin. That might taste pretty good. Oh, fuck. So then we find out that this, like... So, okay, here's the thing. I've watched a few other reviews, and people are upset. I'm not an Indiana Jones fan.
No, you are not.
I have seen them all. I've done my homework. I know what the world's about. I know what Indy's about. I'm just not a huge fan, so I don't really hold his whole character and everything so sacred. But don't get me wrong. I'm a huge Last Jedi person. I do not like the movie. So, but because of the reason they deviate from what's established, they don't really respect what I thought was
they
needed
could have
respect.
Deviated a lot from what Indiana Jones could have been in this movie, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
So, from what I understand, people don't see Indiana Jones as a grumpy guy. A grumpy old man.
That's just Harrison Ford.
I thought to me, Indiana Jones was kind of always like,
sarcastic.
Oh, I hate doing this artifact stuff, but I love it at the same time, and I'm passionate.
That became the norm with Crystal Skull because he's an older, kind of grizzled type of character.
I can definitely see that being the track he goes down. So people have a big problem with him being cranky, literally being like the next door neighbor when he comes out with his bat, and then. You know what I mean? He's like an old cranky coot. You know, he's angry at everybody.
They literally do that in this movie, which is hilarious.
People had a problem with that. I didn't really. I thought it was like pretty. What I don't like is that they set us up for him to live happily ever after with Marion and his son Shia LaBeouf.
Spoiler.
At the end of the Crystal Skull, we already did it. We were drunk. Remember? Oh. They set him up to be married and stuff, and like they tease. Oh, he might. You know Mutt.
But might take over. Yeah, that fucking flopped real hard.
Yeah. So
actually, I want to see the numbers while you're talking.
They clearly didn't want to go in that direction, and I'm kind of happy about that because I totally agree. This is Harrison Ford's acting role. This is his baby, is his property. You know, so the fact that he doesn't keep the marriage, or he's a sad piece of shit in the beginning of this movie, I think that's a stupid decision to make. And after seeing this whole movie, there isn't really a whole big reason for that to happen.
The movie didn't flop.
Oh, it's like 2008. That was the first one I saw, and I was just a stupid kid. I didn't, well, you remember the groundhog and the nuking the fridge thing, and
that was funny.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I had seen all the indies at that point.
I think it was too fantastical. Like that one was too fantastical for what we knew Indy to be.
Indiana Jones, it's got its quirks. Like obviously, freaking Temple of Doom, Kali Ma, is all his little quirk things, or eating the eyeball soup. Like the movies get progressively more like unbelievable. Like now, time travel's a thing. Aliens were a thing in the last one. And so the reason Indy even says in this one where he's like he doesn't really believe in weird shit. He doesn't believe in like God and shit. Like, bro, you've seen aliens. Bro, you've seen your dad come back to life by this Covenant.
Yeah, you drank out the Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail, that thing. Yeah,
bro, like. Come on, you got to believe in some sort of like deity or some shit. Some supernatural thing is going on, and you can't just be completely cynical after everything we've seen you go through. So that's hard to believe. But I do like his demeanor of being like skeptical, because that feels more like Indy to me. It's a really weird conflict that I'm trying to work through.
I get that. And we've been talking about the writing a little bit, how it's kind of like it was all right. in this movie, the writing, but
It was all right. There's literally 2 lines that I would have stricken from the record. And they're both from one person.
I know. But so when A Quiet Place was released in 2018, Scott Beck and Brian Woods were approached to write this movie. That could have been interesting.
Those are the
Writers of A Quiet Place wanted.
Here's the thing, though. Quiet Place isn't a movie it's not written.
No, but it's blocked. And the blocking is really well done in that movie.
So that's John Krasinski then.
Yes, that's.
You know what I mean? Like I can appreciate you wrote a script about people not talking, so all the dialogue is fucking gone.
They've done other things too, Scott Beck and.
So you'd probably be better at plot. I've seen the script. It's like 30 pages or something. The whole thing.
So they wrote. They've written something.
They did 65, which is that's their only other claim to fame, and that one flopped. I didn't see
They
it.
did The Boogeyman as well, though.
The Boogeyman. I also heard that was
still haven't
bad.
seen it yet, but
It was based on a Stephen King novel. I heard I didn't see that one either. I think the highlight that I did hear was that the lighting in that they used a lot of creative ways with lighting. Like there's like a red
they're
cube.
credited with writing the characters of A Quiet Place, not necessarily their dialogue. They create the
Like their personalities. Yeah, okay, I can see that. I'm just saying, I don't think it would have been much better because this movie, I'm trying to pinpoint the issues, and I really just think it's you have one bad character and another one that's forgettable, and you try to put the spotlight on them, and also you kind of, again, take away certain characteristics or kind of like give us a bad beat in an arc with Indy. His marriage is ruined and his son is dead. So, spoiler alert. You know what I mean? But it's like you set up at the end of the last movie, happy ending. Why can't you just have them alive and they're just at home? Pay Shia LaBeouf and I forgot the Marion's actress name, but just pay them. Oh, they're just Marion's sick. Shia needs to take care of her. Boom. That's it.
I guess they want more of the emotional impact, which we'll get to.
Don't get me wrong, that was a great scene. I loved his acting in that, and I loved it. It's the way it was written. It's so great. It's just the impetus and the reason that it's there is I don't think we needed it. You know what I mean? But we get something good out of it. I'll admit that.
Back to this. back to the movie itself.
Yeah.
So after that huge flashback sequence where. Oh, by the way, in the flashback sequence, Mads Mikkelsen gets hit by a friggin' pole off a train. I was like, whoa. He should be fucking dead.
I only saw it once too, but it looked like whatever hit him went the wrong way. You know what I mean?
We have to see it again.
I'm not sure how but it looked like the train's going you're going down the train.
Yeah.
So the train's going this way, right? There's this thing poking out here, and Mads Mikkelsen gets hit by it, and it goes boom. But when he hits it, it looks like it goes the other way. Like it looks like it flies backward, like this way, instead of that way. Maybe it's got a hinge where it hits that and then bounces back or something. But I only saw it once. I could be completely wrong. I don't know.
That's
yeah.
could be just a little missed thing. It happened so fast.
Yeah, but also he should be dead.
Right? That's the point I'm getting at. Mads Mikkelsen should be dead.
Yeah.
Voller, I believe his name is.
You gonna be Schmidt?
God. Anyway, so then we skip ahead to 1969. The day of the moon landing.
Right.
So it was landing day.
Did you hear what the guy said? The neighbor that turns on the music, and then it's the first thing Harrison Ford or Indy gets up. He's all angry with the bat and
I didn't
stuff.
hear what he said, but
But the one he was doing that because he's in his underwear and a shitty t-shirt.
he looked pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Right? He's in shape.
He's in shape.
For how old is he? 80?
He's gonna be 80.
He's gonna be 80.
As of recording next week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So but he's wearing underwear and boxers and stuff and a t-shirt, and he's got the bat, and then the guy's haven't you heard? It's I know he says it's Moon Day, but he looks down at his dick, and I thought wait, is his dick out or something? I was just so confused for the first couple minutes there, because he's haven't you heard? It's
You notice the weirdest things, man.
What? He was like
I never
he
know-
looked, he's
I never noticed that.
I don't know.
Could have been a reshoot thing, maybe. I don't know.
But so then we get this really cool character that I wish she stuck around with. I forgot her name, the CIA agent lady.
Oh yeah,
I really liked her.
yeah.
I wish she joined the team at the end.
That could have been cool. There's a lot of things that could have been cool with this movie.
Yeah, and then
So they introduced Phoebe Waller-Bridge. She is the dude that Indy was on the train with in 1944 is her father. Who's the
Toby
actor? Toby Jones.
Toby Jones. Yeah.
So Toby Jones is Phoebe Waller-Bridge's father in this. So she's also looking for this, or she ends up looking for this artifact for the Enset because her father went crazy. Was obsessed with it. Yes, and I guess I don't know how he was obsessed with it. But like, okay,
Well,
I don't know why he specifically was obsessed with it because they never really go into it. They just kind of see him being crazy.
He just kind of like got really involved in it. I think like I don't know. You get like that, right? You ever like hyperfixate on something or hyperfocus? You know?
No, I don't have ADHD.
Fuck off.
That bad ADHD.
But like, but also, so slight side note. A lot of people I heard didn't really like the inclusion of him because it's the same criticism in the last one where there's like this guy that like Indy's apparently friends with that like nobody knew about in the first 3 movies, but he's around. I think his name's Mac. So in this one they do the same thing. So they're still upset. Yeah. They're still upset about this Toby Jones just being there and being a great ally.
It didn't bother me.
Close enough for Indy to be her godfather. Again, not an Indiana Jones fan. So
Indy goes on a lot of adventures. He knows a lot of people. Like it doesn't bother me that he has someone we haven't been introduced to yet.
Yeah. I don't know.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. So then after that, we end up going through this whole chase scene that we see in the trailers, like going through the streets and all that stuff, going into the subway system, where they have the artifact. They're being chased by these. Who are they?
The Nazis.
The Nazis, Mads Mikkelsen, and all that stuff.
So a cool beat that I thought was really interesting was that Helena is she's sort of like a young Indy. She's but like less morals, I think, because she's like, I'm totally gonna screw my godfather out of this whatever you call it, the Themyscira or whatever.
No, then I stole it. And I stole it. It's called
fuck off. That's one of the lines.
That's one of them.
What's the thing? The Antithecera?
The Antithecera.
I thought I called it Themyscira.
Oh my god! All right, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, but she's like she has full intention of just totally screwing Indy over. Doesn't give a shit about him, and then steals it. And she's like, sorry, these Nazis are following me. They're gonna kill you now. Or she frames him for murder. Or well, he ends up framed for murder because of her indirectly.
Yeah. Then he meets up with Sala for a second at the airport.
Right.
Which is that's nice the only thing I expected to see him, and I didn't expect him to be a supporting character or anything. Mm-hmm. And then they fly to Europe, somewhere in Europe, which we still don't know fucking where. Yeah.
Oh, the Moroccan place? Yeah, I think it's Morocco. I'm calling it Morocco if I'm wrong.
They fly somewhere, and they look for the artifact and all that stuff. I think I fell asleep at this point, so I don't fucking remember.
You fell asleep more than once?
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking...
For like 5 minutes.
Why are you recapping then?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
You haven't seen it. You haven't seen it before.
I've seen parts of it before.
Anyway, so that's one of the lines, though, where she's like...
capitalism.
Yeah, she's like, you stole it from me, and then I stole it from you, and then I stole it from you. That's capitalism. Come on. They had to include that in the trailer. I'm like, just... Okay. Like, we get it. Yep. Indy is he's a full-blown capitalist in the last one, and he hates communism. That's the whole thing. We get it. Okay. Just fucking, Anyway, so she's trying to sell it because I don't know why though.
That's
because
right. She's trying to sell it, and they get into this like bar fight where another scene from the trailer where they're like shootout.
My only question is like, why is she trying to sell it? Because it's revealed, at least Indy's like, she's like,
doesn't want it to go to a museum. She wants it to get the highest bidder, I think, and just sell it on the black market. I think that's what I got out of it.
See, the thing is though, because Indy brings up a point where she's like, because she mentions like, oh, I memorized all my father's books, my notebooks, and then he says like, no normal person who doesn't care about this does that. Mm-hmm. So like, is she just like super lying to herself and like is going actually against her actual interests by trying to sell it? Because if she wants to find the second part of it, like she's like she's like, invaluable, she's very valuable to finding this thing. She finds the directions to find the second piece.
Yeah.
She's the one who just decodes all that shit. So like what she is like, they're setting her up like as if she has no interest in doing that.
That's why she's kind of a boring character.
Yeah.
To me. Like she's just a plot device that kind of just moves it forward, and she doesn't have any actual, development as a character.
Yeah, there's no arc for her.
No.
It's more, I guess if there was one, it'd be like she's trying to scam Indy and then she like learns to like him, I guess, or like learns to not be a total shitty person.
Cynical in a way.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't see her becoming. I mean, maybe that's a good thing. I don't see. She didn't have like the arc to become Indiana Jones.
They should have had him in this movie. Should have had Ke Huy Quan.
It would have been cool.
At least as a cameo. Not even. He doesn't need to be a supporting character. Just bring him back.
The thing is, though, like he just won the Oscar, and the movie was already finished. Because, like, come on, if we're being honest, like,
yes, plus everything everywhere was filmed in 2019.
He's gonna get lost in the weeds because they're gonna be, he doesn't have any roles. He's retired or he's a nothing actor. Then he comes out with Everything Everywhere, and then Disney's like, fuck, we messed up again. Because it happened after they already started filming and casting and writing and everything. It's all finished.
I don't know when they started filming Indy. It's probably in like later 2020 or something. But yeah, that was after Everything Everywhere was done while it was in the editing phase. So
yeah, I think plus scheduling conflicts. I bet you he's doing something else now.
I mean, he's in Loki season 2. I can tell you that.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
That's the next thing he'll be in.
Well, now I'm a little excited for Loki season 2.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Anyway,
whatever comes out,
October.
Really?
So it's scheduled for October 6th. So same day as Craven comes out, actually, which is kind of funny.
Not happy. Not excited for that one.
Yeah,
we're covering it. Not excited.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Okay.
I'm in it for the gore.
There's gore?
It's R.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Maybe it'll be a little better. So then they get into they piss off. Oh, this is a weird thing. She's like fucking, although I do like that she's not just like a victim of like a bunch of this mobster guy is trying to kill me because I'm a victim and blah blah blah. She's scoping guys out to like do shit with. She's kind of a player, and I like that. It's a little slightly different than like what I thought they were gonna do. So that's nice.
Yeah, I agree.
But this guy's so in love with her that he's like, I just want to talk. I got my goons with me. Come here, stay with me. And she's like, fuck you. I'm gonna try to find this treasure with my godfather and this little boy I met.
It's kind of like a short round situation. That's kind of what it feels like to me.
It's weird though. I don't think you could do short round today.
No,
people would definitely bring up some questions.
Yeah. So around this time, it may have been at the airport, but like while Indy's on the run, there's a news broadcast saying that Indy
he's been framed
divorced. No, he's divorced, and his son died in the war.
Yeah, Vietnam.
So Mutt Williams died in the war, which leads to a great scene on the boat where this
is way farther than we're at.
It's not too much.
Well, you haven't talked about the chase.
I fell asleep.
You missed like a half-hour chunk then.
Yeah, bro. You go then.
Well, there's a whole chase scene with the fucking carts. It's like the first shot in the trailer where they come. There's like these. It's like a 3-wheel cart thing. They're all driving and they're having a high-speed chase through like the streets.
That. Yeah, I definitely missed that.
Wow. Oh my god. I mean, that's like. Maybe like the second or third best part of the movie. I really liked it.
So you explain.
Second line I will strike from this movie. Fucking, she's like, Helena's like something like he's like, you're just a woman, he comes like, oh, you mean smart, independent, and self-sufficient? I'm like, fuck off. That makes you so unlikable. And I don't know who wrote the line. Get that shit out of there.
Take a guess.
It makes me not like her.
Yeah.
Like it's not confidence, it's arrogance.
It's very on the nose, very kind of snobby, annoying. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, anyway. So then that's the thing. That's the only 2 lines I will just.
Anyway, this chase scene.
The chase scene is pretty good. You have like you have Indy kind of being resourceful because their cart breaks down towards the end, and they have to go get to like a port or something to go to Syracuse.
I woke up.
That's the boat.
I
yeah.
woke up around the boat
when they
part.
get on the boat. Yeah.
The first boat.
There's 2 boats. But yeah, Indy's smart because what's his name? Teddy. I'm gonna forget that the whole time. He's chewing gum, but it's like it's based off some sort of chemical or material or whatever, a sap, or I think, or something like that. He takes it, Indy takes it out of his mouth, and then he's like, he puts it on like the vent of like the smoking vent because like it's cracked or whatever, like the exhaust.
I don't remember this at all. Okay, good.
It was cool because it's like, it's heat resistant. It'll last us to get to the port or whatever. It's like, it's like something cool that Indy knows. Like that's cool. It's a nice little character thing right there,
Yeah.
But then now we get to the boat.
Okay, so we meet.
Now we're back where you're awake.
We met Antonio Banderas in this scene.
That was
the next scene.
That's the next boat.
God fucking hell.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
There's
the
2
first
boats.
So the first boat, all I remember is it explodes. That's all I remember.
It explodes? Fuck me. Maybe I fell asleep.
Jesus Christ.
I just remember that one scene where like, Helen is like, what would you say to your son? He's like, I tell him he'd die. I tell him that,
That was the second boat.
No, it was the first boat.
Are you sure?
Was it the? I don't know. Anyway,
It was
this
a
really
smaller
cool
boat
scene.
with Antonio Banderas. That was the second boat. It was
Maybe it was.
there.
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
We are terrible. At this scene, we're terrible. Anyway, let's
there's
just talk
2
about
boats.
the scene.
It's
Let's
not
talk
our
about
fault.
the Antonio Banderas scene. Let's just talk about it.
Okay. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was also really weird that like Indy, he just shows up to the city. It's a big city, and he's just like that bearded guy that I haven't seen in probably 20 years. That's my friend Antonio Banderas, and he's all like, Indy, also a man I haven't seen in 10 years. Whatever, man. But
I'm
for
fine with
plot's
it.
sake,
But he's the third highest billed actor in this movie, which is crazy.
is he really that?
Well,
Obviously, Harrison Ford, number 1. Who else is big in this
Phoebe
movie?
Waller-Bridge is up
Honestly, I think Phoebe Waller-Bridge is probably second. Should be second billed. She's the next one I know.
I'm looking. Give me a
And
second.
then
Yeah, she is second. Antonio Banderas is third.
I think it should be like and Antonio Banderas or with it. The last name.
Sala is above Mads Mikkelsen. So is
Oh fuck it! How did I forget Mads Mikkelsen? Holy shit!
Toby Jones,
Oh my god.
and so is Teddy. They're all above Mads Mikkelsen.
Well, Mads Mikkelsen, is it and Mads Mikkelsen, or is it he's just down the line?
Oh, he might be and.
Yeah, and is usually like reserved for actually ironically villains or like the biggest actor.
Yeah.
And you can't do it with Harrison Ford because obviously he's the star of the movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, but small highlight on Mads Mikkelsen. I really liked him, of course, because he always delivers. He's Mads fucking
I
Mikkelsen.
didn't like him.
Why not?
He's generic Nazi. That's all, there's nothing special about him. He's hellbent on getting back to the Third Reich to become Hitler. That's it.
Well, I think that's a little interesting. He's not just a Nazi. He's the Nazi who thinks he can do better than Hitler. He's always even worse
The
than that.
Nazi shit's over.
Bro, he's literally saying, I'm worse than Hitler. Like that, You don't ever see a character like that.
He didn't fucking prove it.
He tried to.
Not
I mean, he ended up being a bitch at the end. But, I think he played his role great. It's again, yeah. Well, you're right. It's not the most original thing. I think he's good though.
I don't know.
It's not that he's bad. He's not Teddy.
He's not bad. He's just generic. As I said, generic. After they leave the boat and they get into Syracuse. That's where they end up. So in this scene, we see Teddy walk by this puppet show going on. And it depicts a dragon breathing fire on a Roman warrior.
Oh.
Foreshadows some future events there. Don't you say? It's pretty good foreshadowing.
That's good.
That's really good.
I understand it's kind of it's an annoying cliche for me, but you know how in the beginning when Indy's like going over this the specific battle in Syracuse and and ironically the girl who said like oh, I've been there before. He's like not the state of New York or not
New York.
Yeah, I'm like, oh fuck, I was thinking the same thing for a second.
I do.
I didn't think there was another one. What?
I do.
But yeah, I get like you have to explain or set up the this battle happened years ago.
Not in New York.
Are we gonna hit on it? I don't know. Maybe in the movie. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's a little annoying for me that I wouldn't know how else you would include it though.
Yeah. So,
but that's a better foreshadowing or yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now they go into this They end up going into this cave system. Indy, Teddy, and Helena all have like a head start on the Nazis because they sent them in the wrong direction. Shocker. So they.
Well, this is after they. Whoa, hold on a second. This is after the Antonio Banderas. They're under. They find. They have to go to the shipwreck.
Oh yeah.
Right, and I thought it was.
I fell asleep with that part too.
I thought, considering like literally what happened like 2 weeks ago, deep diving to a shipwreck.
Not as deep, not as dark.
It's not as deep, but it's like they couldn't do it back whenever they found the first piece of the thing because it was too deep for what I think they called them soap divers or something like that.
What happened in this scene? Because
oh well, it's just Teddy can't swim, and they kind of set that up a little bit where he's like you have to pull the water. That's it. That's all they say. So that comes back later when he actually does learn how to swim. Then they just dive into the shipwreck. Indy.
What do they find?
Well, they find the it's a tablet that is written in a code from Archimedes. Like he came up with a code, and they had to bet whether it's this one code or this other code.
And they gave the Nazis the wrong code, basically.
Well, no, because they know it. They know the code, but like so they can read it, but they don't decipher it. Helena deciphers it when they capture them.
She's a fucking nerd. Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought for a second, like, she was, like, so clever that she was just, like, literally coming up with the shit out of her ass. And, like, and then she was, like, thinking there's a different way to interpret it, and that's the correct version. But no, she just didn't reveal a certain bit of information. I thought it was, like, okay, whatever. Then, so then they escape or whatever with the tablet, I think. Yeah, with the tablet. And they leave the Nazis. So after they tell the Nazis, "Oh, you got to go east."
Oh yeah,
and they fucking beeline it west.
That's exactly where I woke up.
Yeah, they go fucking like straight west. Like
they're not going.
It's like, I mean, I guess it was worth a shot, but it's like you couldn't like go east a little bit, and then like when you're out of the eye shot, turn left. Like, whatever. Okay. Yeah. So then they're going to Syracuse.
So now they. So the Nazis are way behind because they.
Oh, by the way, Antonio Banderas gets killed very unceremoniously.
Yeah.
Shot in the knee and then fucking, I think he gets like shot in the head or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Or he blows up. I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't. Whatever.
Oh, fuck. We didn't talk about. Sorry, this is totally going way back to the first one. What do you think about, or the very first scene? What do you think about Indy being like hung and a fucking bomb comes through the ceiling?
Okay. This scene. It's ridiculous. Just like it's an indie ridiculous moment, and like
it was so close to the fridge. I think I could just barely believe it, but I'm like, there's no way,
fucking way. And he got out of that so quickly. I was like, no way.
Like, is he that strong to like pull his full weight away, out from, because like, I mean, while being swung around and not choking?
He might have been at that point.
Yeah,
You could just barely believe
Maybe.
it, I think.
I don't know. It's like, I mean, he's a very active archaeologist and a professor. Did you know that? I bet you didn't know that.
But
yeah, I thought that was like fucking ridiculous. And then it blows up all the other Nazis except for him. Fine. Mm-hmm. Okay. Plot armor. It's an adventure movie. I'm a pal.
All right. So now.
I forgot why I thought of that.
I don't know either. We're at the caves. So
we're the caves.
They go through all these puzzles. They go find the tomb.
Yeah. They're like, it's in this city, and because the wolf is this word in the thing, and it's underneath this particular statue of some goddess or whatever.
The kid gets captured. The kid isn't with them, right? Because he gets captured by the Nazis.
Yeah, because it's like. Where's Teddy? Oh yeah, because they're in the middle of the street.
Yes.
Before, where's the kid?
Teddy and then it's like,
of course,
the big bulky dude. And
which I thought was creative how he got rid of him, because they're walking through like the bridge.
Yeah.
And he like jumps off the bridge.
He got really lucky with that hole opening in there, else he would have been screwed.
Yeah.
My God.
But I love him. Mads Mikkelsen is just like forget about him. Like we need to find this thing. I'm like, wow. Okay.
And they shoot Indy. Or Mads Mikkelsen shoots Indy. Somebody in this group shoots him. It's like, oh, good. And he gets shot again. Oh, they're going to kill him? You thought he got shot in the heart. He got shot up here.
Yeah.
He's kind of like the shoulder area. Like the shoulder area.
I do like that there was a reason why they didn't kill him because they needed him. Like that's nice because in the beginning I'm just thinking like they don't even know this fucking guy and they're literally shooting innocent bystanders, but they're not shooting Indy. But then they find out his name. And then that Mads Mikkelsen has this history with him. He's like, we need to, at least there's that. He's like,
were you?
I remember your face.
God. So then this whole thing happens where Teddy and Helena have to rescue Indy, and he's being taken to this air base or whatever, and it's probably around the area of Syracuse. So they have this. Mads Mikkelsen gets the time thing to work, and it opens a portal in the sky. And he's trying to go back to the Third Reich so he can replace Hitler. That's
his whole plan is to. Because I saw Hitler make every mistake in the book. Couple things. First of all, Indy. Actually, I'll get to that part. But you really only have one chance, like one opportunity to change something because that's going to reroute every other mistake that Hitler made.
Yes.
So you can only really fix one problem.
Would you?
Yeah, but you know what I mean? So like Mads Mikkelsen could I guess the best thing would just be kill Hitler before he invades Poland and then invade Poland better, maybe? I don't know. But then there's open terrain. You have no idea what's going to happen.
Any of that though, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It was already long enough, Jesus Christ.
I was saying your plan is flawed. Anyway, then Indy comes up with this solution where he's like, you don't know about tectonic plates, tectonic shifts. How would that change where it is located in the sky?
I didn't follow the math at all or the science at all on that. I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm just whatever.
It's a decent solution, but you still found found the hole. You found the hole in the sky, right? How would that shift time? If the tectonic plates are physically moving, how would that change time?
I got no idea.
I don't know. I could be missing something here, but
we might have.
I don't think it makes sense.
You just got to go with it. It's a movie, man.
Okay.
Anyway,
it was enjoyable.
Helena ends up on a motorcycle chasing after a plane. No fucking way, first of all. Second, no fucking way. Teddy flying a plane.
They try their best with that because they set up very early on. His first scene is he's pretending like he's flying a plane. He's really fascinated with the Wright brothers.
I missed it. Shocker.
They set it up.
Okay, I'll believe you.
It's kind of like an Ironheart situation. She's you know how she's just good at it. He's just very interested and good at it.
Okay.
That's the explanation.
Okay.
So,
okay.
how you would fly a German plane that's very, technology's different between countries. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's he hijacks this random dude's plane. Okay.
Chill and sleep and taking a nap in the back. I don't know how he doesn't wake up upon moving in the plane. But
he must be fucking drunk. Passed the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. My dude's chilling, bro.
Yeah,
he's on break. Yeah. He's the night watch. He's fine. So anyway, they're going towards this thing in the sky. It's like a gate that opens up. Oh, Third Reich, here we come. Psych. Nope, it's Syracuse in 212 BC.
Which I don't exactly understand how.
I liked this mainly because it makes sense for Indy. It would make sense
his whole
thing to go back to this point in time. It's a one-way portal, basically. It makes sense. If they did it with the Third Reich, it'd be weird. They'd have to make the movie even longer. It'd probably be stupid. I don't know.
Yeah, they have two different climaxes.
They did have to reshoot the whole ending because they originally did the Third Reich.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it would. I was expecting, and maybe it's good that I didn't get this, but I was expecting him to see a younger version of himself and interact there, and it'd be a whole other thing. I like the idea of him wanting to stay in this place because one, I really liked his performance in the scene where he's like, "Can I stay with you?" He sounds like a little kid. He's like, "Can I just stay? I really like it. It's really cool here." I
have nothing left to go back to. He literally has nothing.
So again, I don't see a valid reason for doing that to him because you ruined the good the happy ending of the last one. I know we don't like that movie, but I like that happened.
But that's the reason he ended up staying, or that's the reason he wanted to stay, is because he had nothing left, and it made that nice emotional beat. And we also got the dragon in the sky thing because it was a plane. Right. It was like
also. I'm not sure how like
it's good directing.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's the whole. I mean, obviously, it's Spielberg directing. You're going to have the soaring plane, and it's going to look great. Oh no, Spielberg didn't direct it. Fuck me.
Angled.
Shit.
Spielberg produced, of course.
Yeah, he produced. But yeah, so what? I'm not sure if like people are really bringing this up or whatever. Maybe I'm missing something. But like, I noticed like a lot of a really strong theme of Indy is the past. Everything else is the future. Time going forward, always.
Gun thing where the whip and the gun thing.
Yeah, exactly. And like he's getting chased by Boyd Holbrook on a motorcycle. He's on a horse. Old technology. It's Moon Day. Like
he's a man out of time.
Like the
he's
exactly
literally a man out of time.
Yeah, and like he's refusing to move on. I like those themes. Like that totally fits with Indy because he's focused entirely on the past, looking for old archaeologic artifacts and shit. Like he wants to. He's more fascinated by the past than he is about the potential of the future, and I really like that. And like so that totally makes sense with his arc to want to stay in Archimedes' time. Because like again. It does add to it. Like it's not a bad arc. I just don't like the premise. So, but yeah, him wanting to stay and then I guess the moral or the theme of the story, the answer or whatever is that because what Helena does is like
it's good that she
knocks
punched
him
him
out.
in the face. It's good.
And
at first I was like, oh fuck, why? And then it made a lot more sense because Marion came back.
Right.
Karen Allen came back. It was a nice little moment. And then they had the whole thing from the first movie. Where does it hurt?
Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
It was a nice little callback.
I do like, and it's ironic because it's like, when her punching him, or Helena punching him in the face, that was like the most genuine, pure, like that's an Indiana Jones thing. He does it like 3 or 4 times in this movie, and I'm thinking, oh. You're paying homage in the right way in a new context. That's how you do it. I thought that was really good. Where she's
directing.
Like, yeah. So when people say like she is still like kind of an annoying character, I don't love her.
I get it.
And I was actually very surprised at how the marketing was compared to how the actual movie was and how she specifically was.
Yeah.
So like it was done a lot better than I expected. Maybe it's because my expectations were so low. I'm not a big fan of Indiana Jones, but like I think a lot of the hate is unwarranted. Not like Crystal Skull. We both said at the beginning, this is better than Crystal Skull. I think a lot of people can recognize that.
Yeah, the last time we watched it, we were drunk on our old podcast, Movie Drunks. So
yeah, I barely paid attention to that one. That's probably one of our bad episodes, but
yeah, it was one of our worst ones.
What do you think was the worst one?
Oh God, I don't even remember, dude. I can't even remember. That's how bad it was. Whatever it was.
I think my least favorite is honestly Halloween, the 1978 one. I didn't bring my A game for that one. That or Nightmare on Elm Street because like you guys kept yelling at me.
We brought our A game on a few of them for sure. Wolf of Wall Street, Dark Knight.
Ironically, Game Night. I think that was a good one.
Game Night was friggin' great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those 3 that come
Dark
to mind.
Knight. I fucking loved
that was great.
We got so
that was like our 5th one ever, and we were just done. Anyway, so the movie wraps up nicely. It even ends with like a little circle thing, and Indy grabbing his hat.
I knew that was going to happen.
I was like,
he has to.
It has to be perfect like that.
Yeah.
Great. Fantastic.
Yeah. So it overall a pretty enjoyable experience. I'm happy with this being the last one.
I have to see it again, obviously, because I missed a lot of the middle because I was asleep.
Yeah.
But the scenes I did see, really good. The whole first 25 minutes and the last half hour, great. I don't know, it's too long. It could have been tightened up, I think, to probably like 2:15. Yeah, it would have been a lot better.
I mean, it was the best part of the movie, but the beginning, could definitely be cut down.
A little bit. That doesn't even cut down a lot because that was good. The parts that I think I would have cut down,
You can cut down the chase scenes a little bit.
Yeah, some of them are a little too much.
I think you could cut down the little interaction of like her trying to fool them. I think you could rewrite that to be like, she's coerced into giving them all the information, and then she breaks out of it right at or she's able to escape with everybody like right at the last minute and then blows them up. But like everybody's on the same page, so we don't have that weird kind of like go this way, and they're like they're not going that way, they're going that way. Let's follow them. Like that's a needless little interaction.
Yeah, I agree. So if you cut that down and then some of the chase scenes, I think it could have been a lot better.
But you do need to include him riding the horse. That's very important to his arc.
You include that. You include the whole cave thing. You need to include that. There's nothing you can really cut there.
Maybe the waterfall sequence or like the little thing where they fall into,
No, it's just typical. That's
like the water displacement thing.
That's an indie thing. That's fine. All the little mystery things and clues and all that stuff, that makes sense for indie. It's fine. But maybe like some of the end of Syracuse, the whole battle scene there, that could have been cut down, way down.
Yeah, with the whole also like that smaller plane that Teddy's on totally would have been shot down. Not just the Nazis,
Yeah, there's no way Teddy and the drunk pilot are gonna be like.
Where did he land either? Like anyway, there's no.
It doesn't make any sense.
There's no runway.
Doesn't make any sense, man. But
gotta suspend
overall,
your disbelief.
I think I'm gonna give this movie a 77. It's good, not great. Mm-hmm. It has the potential to be really good. The directing is on point all the way through. All the way through, because James Mangold's great.
Yeah,
As a
he's
director.
solid. He's a solid filmmaker. Everything he's done, I've liked or loved.
Especially with the directing.
Yeah.
And Indy, Harrison Ford, it's his swan song. It was a really well done swan song for him. The other characters need work. Mm-hmm. There's just a lot going on in places, and then not a lot being explained. They probably could have found better ways in the script to tighten that up, but the movie was already $294 million to make. So, yeah.
I think it's just. See, I think I'd agree. 77 is what I'd give this one too, because, it's. How do I put this? It's good. Like it's the most good movie ever.
The most good. It's just fine. It's fine.
It's fine. I think it's a little underbaked when it comes to supporting actors, characters. A little too long, a little too expensive.
But it's a swan song.
Need a little more time.
A little more credit because it's the last movie. It's fine.
Yeah, it needed one more rewrite. I think they really tightened it up a little bit. Again, I don't like the impetus for the movie or the premise.
And again, as they approached Scott Beck and Brian Woods in 2018 about writing this, so it had been in development for a while.
Yeah.
So before they even started filming in probably 2020, so they could have done another rewrite, as you were saying.
Yeah, I think it's just another example of Disney dropping the ball with Lucasfilm.
Kevin.
The thing is, I don't think she's going to get fired. I think it's
not her. It's not just her.
It's not just her.
I like to shit on her. It's not just her.
Yeah, she's definitely the scapegoat. I'll definitely admit that. But but she's the one hiring the other people who ruin it. You know what I mean?
It is what it is, man. At this point.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think about because Mangold's going to do a Dawn of the Jedi movie? What do you think about that one?
Excited.
You excited for it?
Excited. If it's got a good writing, man. Oh man! Imagine what Mangold's gonna do. Because imagine what we did with the Logan script. Like the directing and the writing on that was on point. If they can get another thing like that, money. And they make it a little weird too, because Dawn of the Jedi. We're gonna see different types of Jedi. Ooh, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be real cool.
Yeah, the only thing I'm hesitant about with that is that they're gonna totally recontextualize the meaning of what a Jedi is. That's my main issue.
Well, it's Filoni and Favreau running the whole gamut with Star Wars. Obviously, with Kathleen Kennedy being the big EP. So
I'm losing hope in them too.
I know. Ahsoka's got to be great.
It has to be. At this rate, I still have hope.
I don't.
That's it.
You know I don't. That is my last straw with Star Wars is Ahsoka. So
Yeah, man.
anyway, we're running out of time here. So we're Seen It Before. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok with the handle at Seen It Beforecast. That's SCENE, It Beforecast. And on Twitter with the handle SIB_pod. I'm Dan.
I'm Danny. You can find me on Instagram at Danny_Was. My letterbox is serialized at DJ Was, or my YouTube channel, just Danny Was. Speaking of serialized, oh my God, y'all gotta watch The Bear.
I did
gotta
start
watch
watching
it.
The first 2 episodes, really good. From what I've seen.
You're on season
so far.
1?
Yeah.
Dude, season 2, episode, I think it's 6. It's called Fishes. Fucking amazing episode. Oh my fucking God. It's so true to like, I mean, you know, are you Italian?
No.
It's so true to an Italian family.
Okay.
It's very chaotic. Christmas dinner, and fucking every actor that you know on the face of the planet is in that episode. You got Jamie Lee Curtis, you got John Mulaney, you got Sarah Paulson, you got Bob Odenkirk. Yeah, it's an insane amount of people in that. It's just one episode. But yeah, I hear the last episode of the season 2 is like, everybody agrees it's like hands down one of the best episodes that they've ever made. So
Okay. Enough about The Bear.
okay. I love it.
You're trying to hype it up too much, and I'm gonna get overhyped. It's not gonna be good, so you got to stop.
This guy doesn't. You don't want to watch Succession because you don't want to think about it.
There's sometimes I do want to think about a show. Sometimes I just want to like watch
Well,
something and not think.
That's the cool thing about The Bear. You don't really have to think too much about it. Yeah, it's short, half-hour episodes, maybe less.
Anyway, we're off next week. I'm in San Diego. I'm gone. The week after that, we come back with a bang. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. It just debuted with a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes as of recording.
About right.
So it's got a lot of hype to live up to right now. It's like 98 reviews, I think it says.
Honestly, I think it'll live up to it. Obviously, after Tom Cruise with Top Gun Maverick blew me out of the water, and then Mission Impossible Fallout, I think it's going to be known in, like, I'm not sure what you know about it, but like it crashed MoviePass when that was still a thing.
Mm-hmm.
That movie, because I wanted to go see it because I had MoviePass at the time, and like I just couldn't go because, you know, surge pricing went up to like, I think it was more than double the price of a regular ticket.
So about the price
for me
today.
Yeah, not today. Yeah. But yeah, I totally expect this movie to be good to great. So
Well, just like you're not a big Indiana Jones fan. I'm not a big Mission Impossible guy. So this is going to be very interesting to see where I lie with this. But we got to wait till next time for that. So until then, it's been an honor as usual. We'll see you next time.